The following program comes to you in color.
It's time once again for Runway DFW After Dark. We're not quite after dark yet, as you can see. We still got a little bit of twilight going on there, but welcome to our little Friday night hullabaloo. It's a lot less windy tonight than it was when we were here on Tuesday, so that is a bonus, and I'll take that any day. Welcome to Runway DFW, live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport.
DFW Tower, good evening, runway 13 right clear to land, wind is 1606.
And so, greetings. Good to have you with us. We'll be here with you for a couple hours, maybe 3-ish hours, before we back away from potential sprinklering. We come to you live from one of the world's busiest airports, and we say hello to Veronica Peters, who says hello to everybody. Heath Shelton, channel member, says good evening. Hello, Heath. Woot Doctor says, I am quite glad that modern cameras do not require the large flash bulb unit. I'm old enough to remember flash bulbs. They were pretty bright and pretty... I mean, after you set one of those off, they were really hot. Sebastian Echeverria says, hey everyone. Heath Shelton says, the man with the camera music seems to be in stereo. I don't know how that could be possible, because the source was definitely monophonic. I can tell you that much right now. Sandy's Fireworks greets us. Hello, Sandy's Fireworks. Mr. Phil says, howdy everyone from South Carolina. There's Josh Aldrich, our moderator and channel member from up there in Oklahoma City. And let me see, I know I probably missed someone along the way. Theo Smaglick says, good evening. MR Rice. Good evening and hello. Hello to you, MR. And Josh Aldrich with a sad no Speedbird tonight. And that's true, because I'm sure, as you have all heard, the London Heathrow was shut down for most of the day today. There is where the Super Speedbird usually parks, over there at Terminal D. I see a Turkish Dreamliner parked either in its space or close to it, but yeah, there was quite a mess going out to London today. And, well, fire at a substation near the airport knocked out power to the entire airport, or at least to enough of it to require a shutdown while they kind of reconnoitered and switched around a few plugs. I'm familiar with that. RP Baker, channel member, says hello Walt and everyone from Rapid City, South Dakota. And Janelle Myers with a howdy. Also a channel member. Steve Lundaby, one of our great channel members also, says hello. Kyle Latta is checking in from Louisville, Kentucky, and I dare say one of these UPS planes will be headed to Louisville before the evening is out. What do you think? I think so. Heath Shelton's got one on me. Flash bulbs are nothing. Who here remembers flash powder? I can honestly say that was before my time. So, all right, let's check the Flight Radar 24. There you see all those yellow boxes. Those are all airplanes either coming or going or taxiing or parked. Here comes a flight from Ontario, California, American flight, I can't read it, flight 2635. So let's take a look at that. As our first arrival of the night. If you were here with us on Tuesday, I alluded to it a couple minutes ago, but we had such high velocity and consistent winds here that it was the craziest day I've ever had. Now, you may remember that we pointed over to this sign. It's one of the area temporarily closed signs. You can see it kind of just hanging there. But when we were here on Tuesday, that thing, because it's only suspended by some hooks at the top of the sign, it was totally horizontal, that sign was, blowing in the wind. Much, much calmer this evening. There's a little breeze, but not too much of one. Let's see, it's 6 miles an hour out of the south-southwest, 74 degrees in the Fahrenheit range. That's very nice, very nice. Here comes American Airlines Flight 1659. It is arriving from Los Angeles. That's an Airbus A321neo. So as I said, we're not quite after dark yet, but I believe the sun has now officially set. Yes, it has. Harry T says Heathrow back open at 9 p.m. UK time. So that is good news, but after being shut down for all day, it is going to take, I would guess, several days to get back up to speed, because even if they can start up right away, there's a lot of flights that had to divert to other locations, which means that they wouldn't be available to go out. So, what a mess. Linda Kavinsky says, good evening from Chicagoland. Hello, Linda, channel member. Gringo in Argentina, also a channel member. Buenos noches. Walt and crew. My Spanish teacher in high school determined that my name in Spanish, and I don't think there's really a direct correlation, but she thought I should be Gualterio. So that was my Spanish name in high school.
American 2635, traffic hold position at Whiskey Lima, cross lane left.
American 584 from Tucson, Arizona, 737-800 is checking in. We are here under the canopy at Founders Plaza tonight. Here goes American 2257. 737-800, this one's for you, Josh Aldrich. It's off to Oklahoma City.
American 584, keep the speed up to me, Whiskey Lima, cross lane left, contact ground 25, traffic hold position.
Whiskey Lima, cross 18 left and 1.85, my DFW speed.
Hope you're all doing well on this Friday evening. At least it's Friday evening here in the central time zone of the USA. I know in Australia, for instance, you're talking like Saturday afternoon. And of course, it's late at night right now in London. In fact, our program actually starts after midnight in the UK and around Europe. So if you're a late nighter in that part of the world, we welcome you. For our new viewers, the content you see will be a lot of American Airlines, and this one American Eagle, because this is the home of American Airlines here at DFW Airport. Well, the American headquarters is technically in Fort Worth, which is adjacent to the airport here. You see one of two MD-11s over there at UPS. The other one, bing, right there. And that one's got the cargo door open. I can't tell about the other one. The other one has a rear cargo door open. So we'll keep track of those guys. We have a yellow bird about to check in. Spirit Flight 762 from San Jose. We go to our shrubbery cam here. Pick out the unmistakable hue of this livery. And if you looked at our YouTube page, you may have noticed we've already got our space allocated for tomorrow's stream. We try to come to you every Saturday, and tomorrow we'll start at 11 o'clock Central Time, or at least that's the plan. So I hope you, if you can't be with us for too long today, hope you'll join us then tomorrow. Brave Kumquat says hello from Rockwall, Texas, 30 miles from the airport. Thank you, Walt. And did I see? Cheeto Productions says howdy. Hope you have a great stream. From me and the wifey, thank you. Smoke and Slice Barbecue, one of our mods and channel members and occasional visitor to this airport. Hello to you. Just a Plains Crazy, good evening from nearby Euless. Gordon Freeman, hello again from Orlando. And okay, this is what I was looking for. Josh Aldrich, channel member, moderator, is getting ready to enjoy some birthday barbecue tomorrow. Did somebody say birthday? This may be the earliest birthday shout out we've had on a broadcast, but well deserved for our friend Josh Aldrich. Happy birthday to you and to everybody who's got a birthday this week, this month, from Runway DFW. Happy birthday once again, Josh, and to everybody else who's got a birthday. We've got American Flight 9798 from San Antonio right here. It's an Airbus A321.
Envoy 3735, RNAV Valerian, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. RNAV Valerian, 18 clear for
Coming right up. It's a 777 freighter coming in from Frankfurt. It is a DHL ketchup and mustard livery, operated by Aerologic. And this one's even more unmistakable in livery than the Spirit plane is. I really like this livery.
American 2267, RNAV B Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. RNAV B Park, 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 2267. Envoy 419, DFW Tower, 18 left, line up and wave. 18 left, line up to me.
There is a
Envoy 3735, contact departure.
Departure 3735.
So.
So there it is from Frankfurt, that plane traveling 5,100 miles, and it left just over 10 hours ago.
Envoy 4190, RNAV to Laren, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV to Laren, runway 18 left, good for takeoff, Envoy 4190.
German cargo 466, heavy, right turn at Whiskey Mike, traffic will cross downfield, then taxi via Charlie to the ramp.
Hello, right turn, Whiskey Mike,
No, Envoy 3511, landing traffic exit prior, traffic 4 mile finals, unrestricted, Bravo cross, 20 right, hold short, 20 left.
Here comes American Eagle Flight 4190. It's going to Killeen, Texas.
American 2267, contact departure suit.
It's an Embraer 175.
Yep.
Frontier Flight 3832, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land.
18 right, clear to land, Frontier Flight 3832.
American 9798 at Golf 8, cross runway 18 left and contact ground 185.
Cross 18 left, Golf 8, going to ground, American 9798.
I worked at church down the street from here.
Envoy 3511 at Bravo, cross 18 left, contact ground 185.
I do believe we've had our first
Envoy 4190, contact departure, have a good night.
super chat of the evening. This one is from Gringo in Argentina. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Checking off a few bucket list items in the next few weeks: an A330neo, 757, and the baby bus, the A319. All I have left after that is the Airbus A220, the 747, and the A380. That's quite a collection you have there. I'm still waiting for my first 747 flight, which I hope to make later this year on the new Korean Air. I don't know if that'll be repainted by then. Flight 2465 from Santa Ana, 737-800 is that. Thank you to Rachel Daly Hug, who has gifted 5 Runway DFW memberships, as seen there by that gift box. So we welcome Trident Ken, Skating Banana, Paige B, Rob Lilligard, and Maj Shabani, our newest Runway DFW members. Thanks to Rachel Daly Hug. Thank you. Sandy's Fireworks says, Walt, how long are you planning to stay live? Our off time is generally right about 10:30 Central Time. And that is due to the fact that sometimes they turn the sprinklers on here after that hour, and we would be in line for some sprinklage, so don't want that to happen. You're looking there at United Flight 1396 off to San Francisco. It's an Airbus A320. I'm going to say this is, if not a 20th century plane, is probably going to be pretty close to it. Let's see here.
American 3059 DFW Tower, traffic crossing downfield, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
18 left, line up and wait, there's 30.
1996.
It is a 20th century plane,
2990.
dating back to October of 1996. Let's tilt up here for Frontier. See what's on the tail if we can. It's a bird of some variety. That plane coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. And that had Austin the Northern Mockingbird on the tail. American Flight 3059, pardon me. This one's going to Phoenix, Arizona. And Airbus A321. Wheels up to Phoenix.
United 396, don't have to land, runway left, clear for takeoff.
Do you do this as a hobby, or more than a hobby?
A little more than a hobby.
Really? Do you have like a YouTube channel?
Yes.
What's it called?
It's called Runway DFW.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out. This is, I'm amazed.
I need to put up my, I have a sign in my trunk. I forgot to put it up. It's a little sign which at least explains what we're doing here. Well, there goes that, would we call that a senior plane if it's from the mid-90s? There's a good email I can send us. Oh. We've had, what was your name again? Clay. Clay was taking pictures of me. For what reason, I don't know. But
I just want to, I see you out here and I just want to bless you with some photos.
that is so nice. Well, it's a Walt at runwaydfw.com. Pretty simple. Thank you. So Clay was snapping some photos. I guess we'll share those at a future date. There you see the east tower of DFW Airport with the kind of little hazy skyline of Dallas, Texas in the background. Let's see, have I missed anything here? I always do. Emre Yurtis with a $2 super chat. Hello to you, Emre. And yes, that United jet was going to San was it San Francisco or Denver? Let me scroll over here and see. San Francisco is where it was going.
1737, contact departure 2.
A busy Friday evening here at the airport. Joey Chan, channel member, says good evening everyone, and to me, and especially to our mods. Paul Guthrie says, I've always wondered about how the soundproofing is with hotels around airports. Does anyone get sleep? I'm sure they're soundproof to a degree. I don't know. I find the sound of planes coming and going very relaxing. Well, maybe not everybody does, but I kind of do. Just 8 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. And if you're just tuning in, you're watching Runway DFW After Dark. Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas. Thanks so much for tuning in or stopping by, or, you know, maybe you kind of found us by YouTube. Sometimes YouTube will suggest something and you'll click on it and say, well, I'll try that out. So if you're one of those people, glad to have you here. You can look at our chat no matter what your status is. The chat is reserved as far as participation to our subscribers. So, and subscriptions are free. So if you want to say hello in the chat, click that subscribe button and you'll get to you'll be eligible to participate in the chat after about a 5-minute delay. Takes that long to register. Anna, the dispatcher, one of our mods, who I don't think is going to be modding for us tonight because she says, I was due to leave work in an hour, but I just got extended to work until 10 p.m. So, Anna, thank you for checking in, and I hope that work is not too taxing tonight.
American 1123, traffic hold position at Whiskey Lima, cross 20 left, contact ground 25. At Whiskey Lima, we're clear to cross 20 left, and over ground. Frontier 3832 at Alps, cross 20 left, contact ground 465, south down bridge.
That is, I think, American 2597. This is going to Burbank, beautiful downtown Burbank, California. A 737-800. Joshua Leclerc says, good evening.
How are you doing? Good, how are you?
Payathon, a Quadjet channel member, says, I just found a Breeze Embraer 190 from Austin headed to Fort Worth Meacham. Interesting. That is interesting. I know they don't have regular service there, but it could be a charter, I guess. Oh wait, was this the week that Breeze was retiring all of its Embraer 190s? That could be. So maybe it's off to whatever its next life is going to be. Because I believe I did read somewhere this week that Breeze is saying adios to its Embraer 190 fleet. And maybe it was today, or at least it was this week, I think. Maybe somebody in the chat knows more. Dale Helton says hello to me and the Mod Federation. Theo Smaglick says good evening. M&J Butcher says we had a great time in DFW last week. The barbecue was wonderful. It's hard, well, you know, there's different kinds of barbecue and people have their favorites, but there's not a lot to complain about regarding barbecue here, if you like the kind of Texas barbecue we've got on offer. Rachel says, oh, the colorful Viva plane is getting ready to leave. And there it is there, Viva Aerobus. It's going to Silao in Mexico. I think this is a relatively new destination for this airline from here. I think they added one or two destinations from DFW. So this is an Airbus A320. We're in South Flow tonight. So the planes are pointing their noses southward as they take off, and they're coming in from the north. Viva, says Josh. I saw a blurb from DFW Airport earlier this week talking about the progress they're making on Terminal Terminal F, the new terminal that is now under construction, and we're going to point our camera in that direction. That's approximately where it's going to be. But they're building it elsewhere. They're building it in modules elsewhere on the airport site. I'm not exactly sure where the assembly point is, but then in the middle of the night, when things are quiet around here, they move these assemblies into place, and so that's how they hope to get things cooking to save time and get it all done. Ascending Dragon 1, our official American Eagle pilot, says Breeze only used the 190s due to the delay in the Airbus A220s entering service. So, yeah, they were. That's why, and I guess that's why they're now getting rid of them.
Yeah, it looks like.
Here's that one of the two MD-11s here. We'll peek in on the cargo door there. See some activity over there. Ron Sees America. He's a channel member. Hi everyone, I'm back in good old DFW after spending the winter in the western Arizona deserts. Welcome back, Ron. I see some folks in the chat noting that LAX has constructed terminals in the same way by remote construction. From Greenville, Spartanburg comes American Flight 1805 and Airbus A320.
$19.98.
And that's another 20th century Airbus A320. We saw a little older one from United a few minutes ago.
Runway DFW.
David Gates says, "Hi Walt, calmer night tonight?" Yes. I'm very much appreciative of that, because it was real. I mean, it wasn't just the winds were gusty, they were constant. And I think it was like 25 miles an hour is what they were clocked at. The baseline wind, and then the gusts were up to like 35 or more, and we had battened down the hatches. No, we didn't lose anything, but it took me a while to get packed up because I had anytime I unplugged a cable, I had to make sure that I had my hand on it, or else it would be off to Oklahoma. Woot Doctor says the most important question is which barbecue restaurant will be in Terminal F? That's a good question. I don't know if that's all been worked out quite yet. Ron Sees America says, yep, they're not building them like they used to when I helped build Terminal D back in the day. And Super 80 Adrian notes that this airport's done the modular building thing here before with the high C gate extension. Yeah, I remember reading about that. That was their kind of, I guess, proof of performance with that. Spoken Slice wants to know how bad was my wind burn. I really was yike. It was. I don't think I got windburn, but it sure felt like it. We have Qantas Flight 22. It's the Yam Dreaming livery back to see us there.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole different animal compared to
it is off to Melbourne.
Just takes a really crisp photo.
A 7879 Dreamliner. And of course, Qantas will be sending one of its A380s here later this summer in August. I don't think it's going to come here every day, but it will several times a week from Sydney. So that is very exciting, especially. And we got cheated out of one of the British Airways A380 appearances this month today because of the issues at London Heathrow Airport. The British Airways is ending its A380 service to DFW, or at least suspending it at the end of this month. Emre, you're just with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Emre. Looks like flights from London Heathrow are resuming, including to DFW. Flight 78 due to arrive at midnight. I will not be here for that, Emre, but thank you for the alert. I'm glad that things are getting on track. I know there's a lot of travelers who had interrupted plans. I saw people on TV who were trying to get to weddings and business meetings and couldn't do it. I tuned into Big Jet TV. Jerry was kind of doing a walkabout. He was up on top of his Big Jet TV panel truck to prove that nothing was flying. Then he climbed down and showed how all the TV stations and networks were doing live reports. And if you didn't hear, the issue at London Heathrow was that a power substation had a fire and it knocked out service to the airport. Now, my recollection, I seem to have a hazy recollection that DFW has its own power substation, actually right in the middle of the airport. At least that's one power distribution center, so I don't know. I'm sure there are people in meeting rooms today at airports all around the world saying, what's the deal with our power? Do we have can we throw a switch and get more power if we need it? We've got an arrival from SRQ. Where is SRQ? Sarasota, Florida. It's American Eagle 3351 and Embraer 175. We'll spin things around here. So this plane goes in. I'm going to go get my windbreaker because it's cooling down here a bit. It was kind of cold yesterday. I'm glad it warmed up for today. And again, if you have not yet made your Saturday plane spotting plans, we'll be here with you starting at 11 o'clock Central Time from DFW Airport for some Saturday morning and afternoon action. All right, let me go and get, oops, sorry about that. let me go get my windbreaker. I'll set our shot on the East Tower, and I'll be right back with you with more from Runway DFW in just about a minute or so. So stand by.
This is the bright blend of easy rock.
The hits just keep coming.
Seen. I had the devil of a time getting this windbreaker on. It's one of those half zip. It's from the Runway DFW collection of items that you can acquire with the links on our YouTube page. But I couldn't find the place to put my head in. I really prefer, this is a what they call, I guess, a half zip. I prefer full zip, truth be told. But that's not what we have here. Alright, we got a flight coming in from LAX. So the arrival, flight 1658, was an Airbus A321 from Los Angeles, and the departure, American flight 1104 to Boise, Idaho, an Airbus A321. Rachel likes our bumper music. Thank you, Rachel. I like it. So Grapes classifies it as elevator music. I guess, you know, you could say that. But it is nicely performed for elevator music. It's I guess it sounds kind of schlocky maybe, but let's check in with our UPS pals over there. Still loading up this MD-11. Robert Miner letting us know that the retro TWA livery is here, headed to El Paso, Texas flight 1092. Well, let me see if I can figure out where that is, because I always like to see that. Let's see, AA 1092. It is live. So, did we lose our... I think we did. We lost our feed. From Flight Radar 24. So I guess I can't show you that. But yeah, it's at Terminal C right now. The flight in question. Now it's back.
Yeah, like it's all set up like normal.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so now we've got it back. So there it is. That's a look at the livery, and it is over here at Terminal C, right in the middle there. So if it's going to El Paso, it should come over here to the west side for takeoff. So we will hope to be able to bring you that. Let's see if we can a little more cargo loading here. There's the plane. There's the crew loading things in there. Oh, well, look who's here. It's Beth F. wishing us a happy spring. And Beth has favored us with some more of her wonderful drawings. And now that she is here, I can share those with you. Let me just get this aircraft coming in here. Martinair. Cessna 208B Super Cargo Master.
$1988.
And there's the other MD. Okay, so we were talking about Beth F. And she is kind enough to share her just really great drawings with us. And so let us take a look, shall we? Here's the first one. It is a Vietnam Airlines A350. And Beth drew this for her friend Sal. And I never cease to be amazed at how, I mean, she makes it look so easy. I can't, but you know, everything is truly in proportion. It looks like a photograph that's been, you know, traced almost, but I know that she doesn't, I'm pretty sure she doesn't do it that way. But that is that. So applause for that one. Here's the second one, which will bring back some memories. It is a Swissair DC-10, and she drew that for her AVL friend, Super 80 Adrian. So there's the progenitor of this plane here, the MD-11. So thank you, Beth, for sharing those drawings with us. Always great to see what you've come up with. Sarah Deal says, wow, amazing. BK says, beautiful. Theo Smaglick, very nice. Super 80 Adrian likes the Vietnam Airlines one. Frank Pierce 2008. We've just got all sorts of really very kind comments for Beth F., who has really done a bang-up job. Thank you, Beth. It's Frontier time. Their tail is not lit up. Usually the Frontier tails are very well illuminated. All the better to see what animal is featured, and that one not so much. So we'll just have to tell you that was flight 2632 coming in from Denver, an Airbus A320 Neo, and that one had Kenai the beluga whale. Kenai the beluga whale. I hear another Martinair. Another Super 208, Cessna 208 Super Cargo Master.
$1988.
And another 20th century aeroplane. This one carrying cargo in from Abilene, Texas. So these little guys feed packages into and out of the UPS facility here to destinations that these big UPS planes either can't go to or are, you know, they don't have the traffic to support a big plane like that. flight 1939 right there, coming in from San Diego, an Airbus A321. MR Rice asking Josh if I'm running late tonight. Well, my plan is to be here probably no later than 10:30 Central Time, if that answers your question. Next to arrive, right here, is American 1893 from Las Vegas, an Airbus A321. Harry T is interested in knowing whether there's any 747s due out soon. I don't know if there's any here because I can't see the cargo area where they all set up. But let me see if we've got anything coming in, because that I can look up. So I'm looking to see if there's any 747s in our neighborhood or headed this way. We've got Nippon Cargo Airlines coming in from Anchorage, a 747-8. It is due in right around 10 p.m. So if you're going to hang out with us for that, we should be here to bring you that arrival right around 10 o'clock, 747-8 Nippon Cargo. And I'm seeing if there's any others in the air that appear to be headed this way. I don't see them. Now, it's not to say we don't have any somewhere on property, but that I can't see. It's an American Eagle, CRJ. And that little jet coming in from Durango, CRJ 701ER. Durango, Colorado. Sandy's Fireworks says, Walt, you are a bit loud. I'm looking at my modulation here, and I apologize if I have gotten a little loud. It doesn't look like I'm making any lights flash, so thank you. Say thank you to our photographer friend. Well, here's the MD-11 we were looking at earlier. They were putting stuff in. Now that door is closed. So we might expect to see that taking off at some point. Let me look at one of my other sources here to see if we can be any more clear about what we got going out. So I see shortly after the Nippon, or right around the time the Nippon Cargo 747 arrives, one of these MD-11s is going out to Louisville. But I don't know, it looks like the one right in front of us might be headed out a little sooner than that. We'll see. Doug Jackson, thank you for a $10 super chat. Walt, treat yourself to a Whataburger on me. Aw, thank you, Doug. I do like Whataburger. I don't know, but because I've got a very quick turnaround, I'll be, when I get out of here tonight, you know, after I pack up, I drive home. It'll probably be around midnight, and I'm planning to be on the air tomorrow at 11 a.m. And I always try to get here an hour early to set up. So I don't have time to eat. I'll grab something on the way tomorrow coming in. But thank you again for that super chat. Don't worry, it'll be, I'll make use of it. That was American 2667 coming in from Las Vegas, an Airbus A321 Neo. Anthony Guinan, thank you, Anthony, for being a Runway DFW channel member now for 17 months. Why, that's more than a year. Always a pleasure to watch, says Anthony, and well, it's always a pleasure for me to spend some of my time with all of you. Well, there's the TWA livery. Where did we say that was going? To El Paso? Must have a heavy load. They're really using all that runway. Yes, that's going to El Paso. 737-800 with the TWA Heritage livery on it. It's an American Airlines plane, but going to El Paso, Texas. Would seem to be more appropriate if it would go to St. Louis, wouldn't it? All right, we got another birthday boy plane here coming in. American Flight 3895 from Oklahoma City, the home of Josh Aldrich. Rachel with a yay for the TWA livery. And Super 80 Adrian similarly likes that. Nick says, did American absorb TWA? I used to fly TWA through St. Louis regularly. Yes. I'm trying to remember if it was American or if it was America West, and then America West bought American, and then I can't remember. It's very complicated. I once saw was like a family tree of American Airlines, and it was very complicated with all the airlines that made up for it, that made up American Airlines. Emery wants to know, where are these wide bodies going? And I'm not seeing any right now, but we pay special attention to wide bodies here. So Emery, I guess I don't have the answer to your question at the moment, but we'll try not to miss any, that's for sure. And thank you again for your very kind super chat. So there's the flight from Oklahoma City, American Eagle 3895 and number 175. Linda Kavinsky, another fan of the TWA livery. Sam Wilson says Delta still has some ex-TWA 757s in service. Yeah, Delta's got a lot of, both Delta and United have some elderly planes in their fleet, but they are updating them. Okay, Ascending Dragon 1 says it was American that absorbed TWA. But I can't remember if that was before. I think that was before American was folded into America West. You know, I did not see the, I missed this super chat from Brave Kumquat. Thank you for doing this. Really fun to watch. Thank you for that $2 super chat, Brave Kumquat. I apologize for overlooking your contribution to our broadcast. I try to go back to the screen which tells me everything that's happened that I might have missed. Emery Urcha says JFK and LAX were TWA hubs, as was St. Louis. Then American shut down St. Louis. If you go to JFK, the old TWA terminal was converted into a hotel, and a very nice one. People tell me who've been there. Kurt Pope, channel member, says friend of mine's mom was a TWA flight attendant out of Oklahoma City. We used to fly it all the time. Yeah, the TWA hotel at JFK comes highly recommended by none other than Kevin of Airline Videos Live. And I've told this story before. He almost, it's like the last time after his first visit, when I saw Kevin after that, he was like telling everybody he saw, you've got to go to this place, you've got to see this, you've got to go there. So I'll get there one of these years. We've got you know what, maybe I was gonna say there is supposed to be later tonight a shift in wind, like a 180-degree shift in wind from south to north. And it almost seems like they're getting ready to turn operations around right now, but I don't see any evidence of that. It's just that we don't have any planes going out at the moment. We do have, in just about a minute or two, United Flight 1565 coming in from Denver. That'll be a 737-800. I hear noise. You hear that kind of There's noises coming from the UPS area down there, but I don't know what's making all that noise. Pilot 8604 says, "Hi Walt, got the whole family watching." Look at that, that'll boost our ratings right there. So thank you. Kiwi Whisper says, "Hi there, Walt. Nice to have you on this evening, along with AVL earlier. We are so spoilt." Yeah, Kevin was on earlier today. I didn't get to see, I don't think I saw any of his stream today. I didn't mean not to. But I was just real busy with work. Nick Johnson notes that the TWA hotel at JFK, which was originally the TWA terminal there, is a Saarinen building, the famous architect. What was his first name? Eero or Eno? I cannot remember. Here comes the United jet of which we spoke a few moments ago. It's so much easier to do a broadcast when you don't have a 25-mile-an-hour wind blowing in your face. And Emery notes that Saarinen is also the same architect who came up with the Gateway Arch and Washington Dulles Airport, both of which are very super distinctive designs. Kai, one of our mods, says, "Hey, Runway DFW family." Hello, Kai. Good to see you here. Doug Jackson says, UPS is shipping coyotes from DFW to Lucid. Somebody see a coyote out there? Did I miss one? Sam Wilson says it's Arrow Saarinen. That's very appropriate for someone who designed airport facilities, yeah. Sandy's Fireworks wants to know what's my favorite item in Whataburger. We're going to go to Corpus Christi next week, and I heard it was the birthplace of Whataburger. It is indeed. They have a lot of good things. I like their patty melt sandwich. That's pretty good. It's like, a hamburger on Texas toast. How can you go wrong with that? Let's see, we have anybody in the cockpit over there? This is the one of the MD-11s, I think the one that will be going out later this evening. So we'll keep an eye on that. We've got a Delta plane coming in now from, I believe, Salt Lake City. It's an Airbus A220. Here we are at our outpost at Founders Plaza. See there in the background, the flag poles with the U.S., the Texas, the Fort Worth, and the Dallas flags. I think I see some cockpit activity there.
Have a good night, Runway 35.
Delta 2796 at Whiskey Lima, cross runway 18 left, turn right.
Local boy 808 says aloha. Aloha to you. Very happy to have you here with us on this Friday evening in North Texas. A little quiet, I gotta say. Gotta be honest with you, a little quiet. Momentarily, we will be seeing American Eagle Flight 3434 from Monterrey, Mexico. That'll be an Airbus. I'm sorry, that'll be a Embraer 175. The aforementioned plane will be appearing on your view screen there momentarily. You see a plane there through the bushes. That's coming in on the east side. Got two sides of the airport here, east and west. Three runways on the west side. The two parallel north-south runways are the primary ones. Currently operating as 18 right and 18 left. 18 right is where this plane is landing. 18 left is where the planes are taking off. So if you can hang out with us till 10 o'clock, about an hour from now, we're scheduled to see a Nippon Cargo 747 arriving, and we're also set to see an MD-11 UPS plane headed out. This is Martin Air Flight 648 coming in from Tyler, Texas. Cessna 208B Super Cargo Master.
1994.
Not quite as old as the last two we saw, but nevertheless a 20th century aircraft. Cargo loading still underway on this MD. There's the one we're likely to see go out.
American 1056 to be down runway 18 right, clear to land 11608. Convoy 4004, contact departure.
I'm trying to see if we see any activity over there. I don't see see the door is open, but I don't see any scissor lift providing it with cargo right now. We say good evening to Michael Jennings. Hello, Michael. Oh, look who's here. It's Wellington Flights Live. Our friend Kevin from New Zealand, guessing at Josh Aldrich's age. Kevin, I think you've got a stream tomorrow coming up. I set our tomorrow's stream that we have is going to end about the time your stream starts, I think, which would be your Sunday morning stream, but we see it late Saturday afternoon here. So everybody make sure you are signed up for Wellington Flights Live. And we'll and howdy to you, Kevin. I hope you and Mrs. Wellington Flights Live are all recovered from. Got a little illness. So I don't mean to diminish it, but I hope you're all feeling better. Sour Grape says, "Hey guys, I'm working the night shift tonight. I'm secretly watching the stream while working. Takes multitasking to the next level. Well, don't get yourself in trouble. Not worth it. You can always watch this on the replay." Anthony Guinan with another $5 super chat. Thank you, Anthony. Kevin says, "Awesome, Walt. I will polish up your shrine I have here in my Wellington Flights Live headquarters." Shrine? Yeah, I see Skittles as well. Another one of our friends, also a friend of Kevin. Got to see Kevin down at the Spotter Fest at Sydney recently. Good to see you here. I hope you're all back home, and I know you're probably in the driveway, Skittles, which is where she often either watches or listens to our broadcast. But we're glad to have you with us. And Ronald Smith with some nice words for WFL and RDFW. Thank you. Very appreciative of that. Sour Grape says, "I'll do anything for the stream." Well, don't get yourself fired. I don't want to be responsible for that. Well, finally, we've got a little bit of activity down at runway 18 left. American Flight 2810 is going to San Francisco. It just dropped off my radar. There you see Spirit Flight 200 going to Los Angeles. It's in Airbus A321. I think that other plane is American Eagle 3504 to Bentonville, Arkansas. It's an Embraer 175. I see some flashlights illuminating the underbelly of that MD-11. Looks like they're doing some final inspections. So here is the Eagle flight to Bentonville. Bentonville, of course, as everybody knows,
American 2810, runway 18 left, 9 wait.
The home of Walmart.
Convoy 3504 and after depart, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Anthony Quinen says, WFL, great channel, and sometimes Romeo. Yes, Kevin occasionally has Romeo cam set up so we can keep an eye on his pooch while we also watch plane. I mean, I can't compete with planes and dogs. I mean, that's... I mean, we'll see the occasional dog here, but...
American 2810, RNAV Laren, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
And grackles.
RNAV Laren, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2810.
So American Flight 2810 to San Francisco is now...
Convoy 3504, contact.
I think on a roll.
Spirit wing 200, DFW down, runway 18 left.
There it is.
Convoy 49, you 26 full length for me.
Full length, I'm looking at you.
It goes to the right so you can get around it.
Alright, roger.
200, RNAV to Laren, runway 18 left, let's take off.
Takeoff 18 left, RNAV to Laren, runway 200. DFW Tower, American 3105, tipping in on a visual 18 right.
American 3105, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, William Group, American 3105, and we're parking on the west side.
Thank you. Envoy 4092, DFW Tower, runway 18 left, on a way.
Envoy 4092.
American 2810, contact first.
American 2810, switch up, thanks.
American 2256, if you're on me, go to tower on 126.55. Envoy 4092, RNAV to B-Park, runway 18 left, let's take off.
RNAV B-Park, 18 left, clear to take off, Envoy 4092.
Spirit Link 200, contact departure.
You had a little
Envoy 3795, DFW Tower, runway 18
a little
left.
Walt-free zone there as we watch planes taking off. Skittles, we say thank you for being a member of the channel for now 22 months. And says she, it's an honor to be a 22-month member. Here's to 22 more. Thank you for such amazing content, Walt. And mods, you are great too. And as I always say, the mods, the Runway DFW Moderation Federation, that's really the heart of this channel. Yeah, I send the pictures out, but they keep people engaged and chatting amongst themselves, and it's really nice. Jim Rockford watching from Texarkana. Hope everyone is blessed. Wellington Flights Live celebrating 22 months in the 22-month club. Wow, yeah, it does seem like a long time. That's almost 2 years. And we welcome Nick Johnson to the twin jet category of Runway DFW. Thank you, Nick. That reminds me that we need to say thank you to all of our members. I'll get to that here in just a second after I tell you that you just saw American 3105 coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul, the 737-800.
American 1876,
Okay, let us, at this juncture of our broadcast, say thank you to all of our very loyal members.
American 576,
Gotta put on the music for this, you know. So thank you to James Webb, who's the official channel sponsor of Runway DFW. Be hard to do this without you here, James, so thank you so much for that. And now I will give a shout out to our fabulous Runway DFW quad jet members. This list was prepared at noon today. So if you're a new member since then, watch for your name in an upcoming stream. So 757 Chip, Airplanes FRA, these are our quad jet members. Alan J, Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher, Beaker and Honeydew, Bev A, Bill Platt, Cubs Win, Deborah Klein, Dwayne C, James Webb, Josh Aldrich, Kevin D, Kirby Brooks Sr., KS Avgeek, Lori M, Michael Flannery, Michelle R.S., Mike G, Netgear, Network, Patrick Wooters, Pete Nordine, Payathon, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah the Real Deal, Skittles, Steve Lundaby, Stuart Kircher, Texas Girl, The Grinch, TNT, Oh My, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quad Jet channel members. And henceforth, you will see the Runway DFW Tri-Jet members and Twin Jet members. And look who's here. It's Texas Girl.
Because we're doing all your members and stuff.
Well, I do that. I throw that in the middle sometimes. Good to see you. I just said your name.
Oh!
Because you're on the top of the list. So. Hang on a second. Let me turn up the music.
Local, I hope. Looking forward. Well, you know, they're going to wrap on the bus. Doesn't hold the bus. Yeah. Look at that.
Just catching up with Texas Girl here. She just got off work. Stopped by to say hello. There she is right over there. There's a wave.
Got a question for you.
Oh, okay. Question.
I brought that up before about Hip would like you. He actually would like you to release to come out and do a live stream. Go like Friday night, come back on Sunday.
I don't know if I can do that because I've got grandpa duty on Sundays.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So let's see here. There's Ronald Smith says, so glad to see Texas Girl supporting Walt in the stream. Yay. Josh says, thanks to everyone who supports Runway DFW. And you know, support... Huh? What's coming? Yeah. Support comes in different ways. You know, it doesn't... You don't have to... What is going to go around?
American 1322 DFW down runway 13, right clear to land 11707.
Oh.
They'll go all the way down.
American 1322, where do you park that? Thank you. Expect the whiskey.
I guess I'm not following.
Okay. So, like, see that one right there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, in the sky. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Austin Swafford says, what about Tri-Jet members? Well, the Tri-Jet members are scrolling on the screen right now. I can't read everybody's name. I kind of reserve that for our Quad Jet members, but I do appreciate everybody's, all of our members.
American 2709 on to Lair, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Let's see, we've got a plane now arriving. It is an American Eagle CRJ. Flight 6271.
American 1164, you got a 16 on.
And that's coming in from McAllen, Texas.
American 1010 DFW down runway 18 left on the way.
We have in the pipeline here 1, 2, 3, the fourth plane in the pipeline is going to be American Flight 1115 from Philadelphia, a 7879 Dreamliner. So stand by for that. Let's see what's going on here with this.
Envoy 3490 DFW down runway 18 right clear to land, hold for taxi Bravo for crossing traffic.
I definitely see some cockpit activity there in this MD-11. I think they're getting ready to go. Dalton Dwight says, what time is that 747 coming in, Walt? It's right around 10 o'clock, which is now, so probably about 45, 50 minutes from now. And also that's when we expect, well, this plane that we're looking at now, this MD-11, is supposed to go out around that time, but who knows? Maybe it will go sooner.
Be a slight delay on the runway for conversion runway operation.
Yeah. Larry Brown is, hey, I'm a member. I'm in the Double Deuce Club too. A member for 22 months in Twin Jet. Thank you, Larry.
Runway 3867, hold short, runway 18 left to Golf 8.
Hold for 1 left to Golf 8,
Josh Aldridge's got to go. So, Josh, thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Appreciate it. Anna, the dispatcher, says, hi, Texas girl. As does Josh Aldridge.
American 1010, RNAV 2B Park, runway.
And there's the Peacock A380 from down under. Hello, the Peacock A380. Always really nice to see you here. Down there in Saturday Land. And I guess that you are now, I guess it's officially fall now down there in Australia. Summer is over. So this is one of the planes coming in ahead of the Dreamliner. That was American Flight 1164 arriving from Kansas City in Airbus A320.
American 1164, taxi via Echo Whiskey Mike, hold short, runway 18 left.
Echo Whiskey Mike, hold short, 18 left, American 1164.
So next to arrive from Springfield is American Eagle 3490 at number 175 from Springfield, Missouri.
No delay on the roll, please.
That's the capital, right? I think so. I think that's right. And then right behind that will be the American Airlines Dreamliner from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
American 1797, we do runway 18 left, line up away for conversion runway operation.
Please go on the way, right? Come to the next time.
Runway 3380, DFW Tower.
There's Texas Girl saying good evening to everyone in the chat.
Runway 3867, traffic holds in position at Golf 8, cross 18 left, ground 25. American 1164, Whiskey Mike, cross runway 18 left, Alpha Route 0.65 on the bridge.
Yeah, Whiskey Mike, cross 18 left, Alpha Route, and ground on top of the bridge, American 1164.
Skyway 6271 at Alpha, cross 18 left, ground 0.65 on the bridge.
Okay, so that plane's got to skedaddle off the runway so that the big bird coming in next can land
Convoy 3440,
from Philadelphia.
clear to land, hold short of taxiway Bravo for crossing traffic.
Right, quick, land, hold short, taxiway Bravo, Convoy 3440.
Polaris 801, contact.
All right, Sam Wilson correcting your host. Springfield is the capital of Illinois, not Missouri. Missouri's capital is Jefferson City.
Convoy 3490 at Whiskey.
So there you go, our
runway 18 left.
U.S. geography lesson for today, courtesy of Sam. Thank you, Sam. Here's the Dreamliner.
American 1322 from Raven. We're going to change it up. Hold short runway 18 right at Bravo. American local 104, you up?
Go for 104.
American local 104, landing traffic, hold short of your intersection at Alpha, cross runway 18 right, hold short runway 18 left.
Cross 18 right, hold short 18 left.
We haven't had a lot of wide bodies coming in this evening, coming or going.
1974, short taxiway Alpha, hold short runway 18
We should still see the there still ought to be
American 1797, RNAV Laren, runway 18 left, takeoff.
let's see what we got here.
American 1115, heavy hold short runway 18 left, Whiskey Lima.
Yeah, coming up in about 10 or 15 minutes. Qantas
American 1115,
Flight
heavy hold
8
short runway 18
to
left,
Sydney,
Whiskey Lima.
another Dreamliner -9.
American 1798, used to be down runway 18 left on Roy.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that one.
Convoy 3440 in case I missed
We won't. I think that'll be our only queen of the night. Yeah, unless there's one hiding back there that I don't know about.
Convoy 3387 needs to be down runway 18
Let's see, we've got Turkish going out to Istanbul at 9:35. We've got an American 787 Dreamliner. Where's that one going?
American 1798, RNAV Laren, runway 18 left.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Delay on the roll, please.
There should also be a couple of
American 1797, contact first.
American heavies going to, one going to Buenos Aires and the other going to Rio de Janeiro. Yeah. You're way ahead of me. I was just saying that.
No, but it moved a little bit.
Yeah, it did move. Okay, so that means it moved. So that means somewhere down there at Terminal D, we got some action.
Angle to the left and take Whiskey Hotel.
Yeah, so the flight to Rio is on the move, somewhere down there. Now, whether we'll see that take off over here or not, I don't know. Could go over to the east side.
American 1798, contact first. American 1115, heavy traffic holds in position at Whiskey Lima, cross runway 18 left and ground 185.
Jeffy DH says good evening from either from or in tribute to Canada.
American 1974 at Alpha South 20 left, 0.65 on the bridge. American 13.
And it sounds like, I'm looking in the chat, looks like Skittles also came down with something from her long trans-Pacific journey. So I hope you're feeling okay.
Convoy 3440, hold short runway 18 left at Whiskey Kilo.
We got American. Good question. Hit route. We'll see. Oh, it doesn't know.
Oh,
Indianapolis?
Oh.
The Dreamliner from Indianapolis?
Yeah, I was just there.
I wonder if that's true. Well, it's a high. No, I didn't know either. Texas Girl showing me that there's a high flight number American Airlines jet coming in, appears to be coming in from Indianapolis. Oh, a joint reserve base. Huh. That's interesting. So it's I guess a military charter, perhaps? We don't know.
American 1769, you should be down runway 18 right, cleared to land, hold for taxiway Bravo for Southern traffic.
So that Frontier is wheels up. Let me tell you about it. With Austin the Northern Mockingbird going to Phoenix.
2531, contact departure.
Yeah, well, you gotta pay extra for that, but I can show you what it looks like. It is pretty cool.
Envoy 3387, hold short, runway 18 left at golf pay.
So here's what it looks like. It's like a video game.
American 2452, RNAV 2 Lara, runway 18 left.
Let me acknowledge our friend James Webb. James Webb has just chimed in with another $200 super chat, and James, I'm always at a loss for words when you do that, but thank you so much for your incredible support of Runway DFW. Scott Randon said, "Good evening, Walt. Just saw you on YouTube that a Southwest plane was trying to take off on a taxiway instead of the runway in Orlando. I don't know if it was this morning or if it was yesterday, but I did hear about that. That's somebody's going to get a talking to, I think."
American 2024, taxi via Echo Whiskey Lima, hold short, runway 18 left.
Echo Whiskey Lima, short 18 left.
So we've now exhausted our list of quad-jet, tri-jet, and twin-jet members. Thanks to each of you for your support of Runway DFW. So this, I think, is what we're looking at here. Is the American Airlines flight to Rio. (7878) Dreamliner.
American 1251, RNAV 2 Lara, runway 18 left, to takeoff.
RNAV Lara 18 left.
Got American flight 1769 about to touch down from El Paso, Texas. This will be an Airbus A319. If we can get it in our sights.
Alice 9916, runway 18 left on Boyd. American 1458, contact departure.
American 1458, departure.
Envoy 3380, landing traffic, hold short, your intersection of Bravo, cross runway 18 right, hold short, runway 18 left.
So let's see, is this plane moving?
Skywest 9916, RNAV to V Park, runway 18 left, click takeoff. American 1769, take that high speed, please, traffic is a mile final. Taxi via Echo Alpha, hold short, runway 18 left.
Alright, high speed Echo Alpha, hold short of 18 left, American 1769.
Well,
American 2063, D3 down, runway 18 left.
maybe a few more minutes on that one.
Final point, American 2063.
American 1251, contact departure.
Have a good night, 1251.
Anna, the dispatcher, says, "I am tired of being in the news. LOL. Anna works for Southwest." What? Oh, Sydney headed out. Is it? Oh, it's on. It's lit up. Okay, so Qantas Flight 8, the Dreamliner going to Sydney, is. Pardon me?
Taking pictures?
It's a YouTube channel. We're live on YouTube right now.
RNAV Lara 18 left.
Watch the planes take off, land, taxi, all that stuff. It's called Runway DFW.
Followers you have?
We've got 24,000 subscribers.
Your Insta as well?
Pardon?
Instagram as well?
I have an Instagram account. I don't really use it.
Somebody's channel stays here like 24/7?
Oh no. It's we're on for about 3 hours tonight.
So you just do Dallas? You don't do any other?
I've been to other airports, but usually here in Love Field. But I've been.
You go personally.
Yeah, it's just me. The whole shebang is.
American Local 430, DFW Founders Plaza, cross runway 18 left, hold short, runway 18 right.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. I think we made another viewer there.
Envoy Convoy 3440, Whiskey Kilo, cross 28 left, now 25.
Cross 20 left, 50 kilo.
Convoy 3387, Golf 8, cross 20 left, now
Blue
25.
Dragon Who, this is interesting, said I saw that FedEx is going to slow down the retirement rate of its MD-11s. That is good news. Still got some inspections going on there. This again is the UPS MD-11, which will be going out shortly.
American 1769 at Alpha, cross 20 left, 9.65, top of the bridge.
In the meantime, American Flight 2361. This one is coming in from San Diego, California. There it is.
Skywest 54 TD3 down, runway 18 right, clear to land. American Local 430 at Zulu, cross runway 18 right, and Charlie to the ramp.
20 right, Charlie to the ramp, Local 430.
So good to be with you here tonight. We're now about to enter our third hour of broadcasting.
Rocking in the night.
American 2361, hold short, runway 18 left, at Whiskey Lima.
And you have somehow found yourself to be watching Runway DFW After Dark. My name is Walt. I'll be here with you for about another hour or so in this next hour. We hope to bring you the arrival of a Nippon Cargo 747 coming in from Anchorage. And we also hope to be bringing you the takeoff of this UPS MD-11 going to Louisville, among other things, here on Runway DFW After Dark.
Convoy 3748, you should be down, runway 18 right, clear to land, 11708.
Runway 20 right, clear to land, Convoy 3748.
So we are, let's see, what happened to the American Airlines plane that was going to Rio decided, or it was directed to go over the bridge to the east side, so we won't be able to see that take off directly. So I will say wah. There's an E-Jet coming in from Midland, Texas. And Embraer 170 is this one, flight 3596.
American 2707, RNAV Tulare, runway 18 left, set to takeoff.
RNAV Lancer, ticket 187, wait, left, American 2707.
American 348, you should be down, runway 18 left, on Boeing.
Flight 2707 to Austin, Texas is this Boeing 737-800.
Convoy 3748, you got a 15 knot overtake.
Copy, Convoy 670.
Convoy 3596, hold short, runway 18 left, that was Whiskey Kilo.
Hold short, 18 left, Whiskey Kilo, 3596.
American 348, RNAV Tulare, runway 18 left, so takeoff.
RNAV Tulare, 18 left, so takeoff, we're in 348. Tower Sky, right, 6195, feature runway 18 right.
Skywest 6195, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, 11708.
18 right, clear to land, Skywest 6195.
American 2707, contact departure.
Texas Girl says that Nippon Cargo coming in 30 minutes. Thank you, Texas Girl.
Disregard.
Jason H says, I noticed that activity at London Heathrow is barely going to resume in a few hours. What a mess And yes, I think some activity I think has already resumed at Heathrow. If you did not know, there was a fire at an electrical substation which feeds Heathrow Airport, and that was enough to cause the airport to shut down for most of the day on Friday. What a mess. Texas Girl celebrating 12 months of membership. That's 1 full year. I've been a member. I appreciate you, she says. Well, I appreciate you as well. Thank you, Texas Girl. Did I say hello to Beto Basilio, saying hello from Little Rock, Arkansas?
American 2361, Whiskey Lima, cross 20 left, and ground 0.85.
Woot. Doctor says the Y bridge is closed, so only the Z bridge allows crossing east-west on the north side of the airport. Oh, look what we have here. So there's the MD, and if it winds up going nose towards us, that's good news because it'll take off from here on the west side, and it looks, I'm gonna say, yeah, I think we're gonna get a nose first. Backing out here.
596, RNF Larry, runway 18 left, takeoff. American 771, DFW tower, runway 18 left, climb away.
Climb away, 18 left, American 771.
Convoy 3748, hold short, runway 18 left, 72 kilo. Alright, we got a good slip side one door in position of the American 1084, followed by American 2303, American 1536, American 1821, American 2806, Convoy 4173, American 2972, Skyline 5013, and Skyline 4924.
Elias L. Channel member for 1 month now to Tri-Jet category. Keep it up, Walt. Love the stream. Thank you, Elias. Remember, you're just with a $2 super chat says looks like American Flight 78 is about to depart from LHR. Thank you for that super chat, Emery, and for that information. I don't know, maybe we'll see that tomorrow when we're on the air tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. Central Time. I think it's about a 10-hour flight, so we may miss that one. Ron C with some information. DFW has 4 redundant power feeds, 2 on the east side and 2 on the west side. That sounds pretty robust. That's good to know. Thank you for that information, Ron. At some point, they're going to turn on their headlights when we get blinded. Blue Dragon, who says, woo, time for some Tri-Jet action. John Mannix, oh, I'm sorry, Marnix. That's my eyesight. Says, hello from Oklahoma City. Hello to you. And Elias L., the best airplane ever, the MD-11. There's probably some people who would have another opinion on that, but Sandy's Fireworks, if you're able to, can you track the flight from Savannah that's landing? I don't know if I caught that in time. Savannah sounds like a flight that would come in on the east side, but so I'll keep an eye out for it if it's indeed on the way. Meanwhile, I can tell you that oh, thank you. Oh, there's that headlight.
1995.
So this aircraft will be celebrating its 30th birthday later this year in October. That's pretty loud.
American 2806, runway 18 left on Hawaii. 18 left on Hawaii, American 1536, contact emergence.
American 1536, good.
UPS 767, heavy DFW down, whiskey 5, cross runway 18 right, hold short runway 18 left.
So I believe I heard this plane has the authority to cross the arrivals runway 18 right and is on its way to 18 left, from which it will take off to Louisville.
American 2806, turn out to be parked runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Leaving a little ahead of schedule, which is nice because it clears the decks for us to be able to watch some other planes coming in, including the Nippon Air Cargo 747 coming in right around the top of the hour, maybe just before.
Envoy 4173, did you return runway 18 left on Hawaii?
18 left, line Hawaii, Envoy 4173.
American 1821, contact departure.
Departure, American 1821.
Turkish is now lit up on the radar. It's going to Istanbul. It's a Dreamliner, -9.
Departure, American 1821, 2,205.
And Qantas is nearing
You're on top.
takeoff position. Qantas to Sydney. And that's Texas girl feeding me all that data.
Envoy 4173, are now to Laring, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Laring 1 left, move takeoff, number 4173.
American 2972, DFW tower traffic is underway from the full length, runway 18 left on Hawaii.
So there are, in addition to this plane, there's about 10 other aircraft that are lined up to take off. Emre with a $2 super chat and a question: what is your favorite twin-engine wide body? I do favor multiple engines. Oh, that's the one coming in 45 minutes. I don't know if I'll make that one.
American 2972 are now to be parked, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
So let's see, my favorite twin-engine wide body. That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. Let me cogitate on that one for a minute, Emre.
Skywest 5013, DFW return, runway 18 left on Hawaii, traffic will cross downfield. Envoy 4173, contact departure.
There's American 3173 coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. Doing a little camera realignment here.
American local 112, DFW down, Zulu, cross runway 18 left, cross runway 18 right, Charlie to the ramp.
Cross 18 left, cross 18 right, Charlie to the right, American Local 112.
Alright, let's see.
Runway 3748 at Whiskey Kilo, cross 20 left, ground 25.
Whiskey Kilo, cross 20 left, 25 on the other side, runway 3648.
American 3106, Golf 8, cross 20 left, ground 25.
Golf 8, cross 20 left.
I don't know, Emre, I'm having a hard time with that question.
Clear cross runway 18 left on Whiskey Kilo, moving around American 2659.
American 3173, Whiskey Mike, cross 20 left, ground 25.
I guess maybe I would have to say the Airbus A350-1000. I don't have strong feelings to that for that plane, but it's a nice looking plane.
6195 at Alpha, cross 20 left, ground 65 on the bridge.
Sorry for this.
American 2972.
Trying to adjust something else on my tripod, and I moved that. TechSpec noted that was a serious turtle wax shine on that MD-11. I noticed that as well. Well maintained for such an elderly aircraft. Jim Rockford with some sad news. George Foreman just passed away. Famous pugilist and
Skywest 5013, turn right heading 190, climb and maintain 10,000.
an electric grill purveyor. Elias L says, mine's the A350-1000. Love the Virgin Atlantic livery. That's something we don't see here. Heath Shelton, channel member, says, controversial opinion. 4 is greater than 2 and 3 is greater than 4. Prove me wrong. He's talking about engines there. Mathematically, it doesn't make any sense, but subjectively, or subjectively it does. Texas Girl's headed out. See, she has to write this so I can hear what she's saying. Says, well, guys, I'm tired. I'm heading home. It's been a long day. I have to do it again tomorrow and Sunday. I have to do this again tomorrow, too, so we're kind of in the same boat there. So, okay, well, thank you for stopping by, for interrupting you could have had a nice, relaxing Friday evening. A workaholic, she says. Okay, well, it's so good to see you, and drive safely.
You got a longer drive than I do.
Well, it's okay. Oh, yeah, we got to check out Qantas now. Okay, well, thank you again, Texas Girl. Thank you. Yeah, so we got Qantas over here somewhere. Qantas Flight 8 to Sydney. Is it in? No, there it is. The Flying Roo. Now, as you can see, it's kind of pointing in the wrong direction currently. It's inline, and it's got to make a U-turn and then head out to Sydney. And Patrick Wooters says, have a good night, Texas Girl. But yeah, Texas Girl, very helpful. She holds her phone up in front of me whenever there's an aircraft of note that I have not made note of myself. So it's very helpful. Marco Hinton says, can't wait till next month when Cathay Pacific passenger services begin for DFW, and that is true. It's in mid-April. I unfortunately will not be here to see it because I have another engagement. And so maybe you'll find out more about that later. But
3385 visual 1 frame.
American 2628, contact person.
Go to Foster 2620.
So I always hate to see the day. I hate to miss the debut of a new international airline here, but Nick Johnson says the arc of the bending wings on a landing 787 is tops for him as far as he's concerned. Thank you for that. Talking about wide body twin jets. But I guess I'm kind of old school. I just can't get that excited about anything with two engines. Even though I know that's the future, and that's what it's better for the environment, of course, because there's less pollution being spewed. Have you ever gone back and looked at the old YouTube clips of like a 707 or a DC-8 taking off, and the black smoke they would spew out as they took off? Oof. The only time I've seen smoke come out of, well, occasionally you'll see smoke come out of the engines of these old MD-11s as they fire up. I don't think I've seen it, once they're operational. But some of these old Soviet-era cargo planes, like the AN-124, that can be a little smoky. That was American Flight 2958 going to Fresno, California, 737-800. So we've got the tri-jet and the Flying Roo in the same shot there. And this 7879 Dreamliner now making the turn.
One tower. Sky 6296, turn right heading 190, climb and maintain 10,000, runway 1.
Once again, this is Qantas Flight 8 to Sydney. A long trip of about 8,600 miles.
American 2993 DFW tower, traffic is underway, runway 18 left on the way.
With an average flight time of 16 hours and 23 minutes. Brandon Rabbit says, hey y'all. Smoke and Slice, yes we did. Somebody in the chat a few moments ago made that, let us know about that. So our condolences to George Foreman's family and his friends. Lakeisha Whitehead said there's a 747 cargo coming soon. Indeed there is. And we'll be here to see it. Should be here in about within 10 minutes, I would say. Ron C says, if you want smoke, see older model B-52s. 8 engines and lots of smoke. Yeah. Some of those planes are, what, 60 years old, I think? They're still flying around. I think they've, of course, they've re-engined many of them.
Convoy 3385, hold short, runway 18 left at Whiskey Mike.
Nick Johnson, channel member, says, for sure, Walt, tri-jets and 747s evoke childhood wonder that will always resonate.
Convoy 3420, DFW down, runway 18 left on way. 18 left on the way, runway 3420.
Turkish Flight 192 is also in the mix. Well, not in the mix, but it's on the move. There it is there. That's a Dreamliner -9. It's going to Istanbul. It typically will be steered over to the east side for takeoff.
Convoy 3420, RNAV to Laren, runway 18 left, for takeoff. RNAV Laren, 18 left, for takeoff, runway 3420.
Storm Chaser Mark, channel member, says, good evening, Walton chat.
American 1242 DFW Tower, runway 18 left, on Boyd.
I have to wait 1 left from American 1242.
So we're waiting
American
on
2993, contact departure.
two wide bodies here. The MD-11 UPS on the right, the Dreamliner -9 Qantas on the left.
American 1242, RNAV to B Park, runway 18 left.
John Marnick says George Foreman was 76 years old. So rest in peace, George Foreman.
UPS 767, heavy DFW Tower, traffic is underway, runway 18 left, on Boyd.
Runway 18 left, UPS 767 heavy.
Convoy 3420, contact departure.
So it looks like UPS has going to be next in line.
American 2021, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, 12806.
18 right, clear to land, American 2021.
And this is one of those things we always enjoy seeing, the MD-11 taking off.
UPS 767, heavy RNAV to B Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
18 left, clear takeoff on that B Park, UPS 767 heavy.
Qantas 8, heavy DFW Tower, crossing weight surveillance, runway 18 left, on Boyd.
So the
American 1242, contact departure.
Qantas Flying Roo will be next.
Convoy 3713, hold short, runway 18 left to Golf 8.
Hold short 18 left, Golf 8 on Boyd 3713.
Convoy 3713, traffic holds in position at Golf 8, cross 18 left, ground point 85.
Alright, cross 18 left, Golf 8, ground point 85, runway 3713.
Convoy 3385, Whiskey Mike, cross 18 left, ground point 85.
And Whiskey Mike, cross 18 left, ground point 85 on the other side, runway 3385, good night.
You can still see that plane shining in the evening sky as it departs.
Nippon Cargo 168, heavy DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, winds are calm.
Nippon Cargo is now in line to be landing. Let's see, are we going to be able to see the Qantas plane leave and then see that? We'll see if we can get both of them here.
Qantas 8, heavy turn right, heading 190, climb and maintain 10,000, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. Convoy 3388, DFW Tower, caution, wait turbulence, traffic is underway, runway 18 left, line of weight.
18 left, line of weight, runway 3388.
American 2021, hold short, runway 18 left at Whiskey Lima.
What's our runway left at Whiskey Lima, American 2021?
Besides the one going in position, the sequence will be American 357, Skywest 4961, American 3283, Skywest 6319, Envoy 4284, and Envoy 4273.
So we may have to do a swish pan. Keeping an eye on the big 747, which is about to land. We've got about 30 seconds before we can see that plane, so I think we can at least get Qantas up in the air first.
American 2270, DFW Tower, caution, like turbulence and trail of a heavy runway 18 right, clear to land.
land, runway 18 right, top of turbulence, American 2270.
American 2021 traffic holds in position at Whiskey Lima, cross 18 left, ground 25.
Cross 18 left, and at Whiskey Lima.
Qantas Flight 8 off to Sydney. And now we will have, for your plane spotting entertainment,
Qantas 8, heavy contact departure, good day.
Nippon Cargo 747 from Anchorage.
You're on tower, go. Convoy 3388, RNAV to be parked, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to be parked, 18 left, clear for takeoff, Convoy 3388, here we go.
American 357, DFW tower, runway 18 left, line away. Nippon Cargo 168, heavy turn right, Whiskey Mike, next to be a Charlie to ramp, good night.
Always such a treat to see a queen landing or taking off or just parking. It's just a fantabulous aircraft.
American 357, RNAV to Lair, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Don't think I'll ever get tired of that.
Skywest 4961, DFW tower, runway 18 left, line of way. Convoy 3388, contact departure.
Departure, good night, 3388.
That DHL 777 cargo plane we saw come in earlier is now lighting up on the radar for a hop down to Houston Intercontinental.
Skywest 4961, RNAV to be parked, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. American 3283, DFW tower, runway 18 left, line away.
Runway 18 left, American 3283.
American 357, contact departure.
So I guess that's just going to disappear there behind the fence. James Tocchini, good evening all. Great night to be out. Less wind than the last few days. Yeah, it was still windy yesterday. And of course, we were out here on Tuesday night, and it was not quite a hurricane, but it was windy. Marco Hinton says at the end of this month, the Lufthansa 747-8 Intercontinental returns to Houston. Well, that's cool. We've seen that plane get diverted here once or twice. Well, here's a reminder. You're watching Runway DFW After Dark. My name is Walt. We are live with you for about another 30 minutes from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. Certainly a lot busier than London Heathrow was most of today.
American 3283, contact departure.
Switch to departure, American 3283.
American 2270, hold short, runway 18 left, take off 8.
Short, 18 left, American 2270.
Corey Spence says, saw Coyote running out by one of the taxiway markers. Yeah, we do see them.
Nippon Cargo
on occasion out here. And there's Woot Doctor with the METAR weather for those of you who can decode such things.
Runway 4273, runway 18 left, I'm Boeing. Runway 4273, are now at the V Park, runway 18 left.
Look at that, the music ended just as that plane lifted off. It's almost as though I back-timed it. That was American Eagle 4284, and it's now winging its way to Lubbock, Texas on that Embraer 170.
Runway 33, runway 18 left, I'm Boeing, traffic will cross downfield.
Marco Hinton says, every now and then Korean Air might surprise y'all with a 747-8 intercontinental flight to DFW. Is that right? I was not aware of that. Brave Kumquat says, does DFW still get A380 flights? And the answer is yes. A qualified yes. British Airways flies their A380 here until the end of the month. We would have seen it go off tonight, but we didn't get our London flight earlier because of the goings-on or the non-goings-on at London Heathrow Airport. But the British Airways A380 will be with us through the end of the month, and then British Airways will suspend its Dallas route, at least for the summer months. You can still fly non-stop to London. American Airlines offers at least 4 daily flights. They were going to add a 5th one. I don't know if that plan is still in place. Emre just says the flight to Brisbane is about to take off. Thank you, Emre. We won't miss that. It is
American 3097, DFW runway 18 left, I'm Boeing.
No, I don't see it.
Taxi via Echo Alpha, hold short runway 18 left.
We couldn't have missed it, could we have? But what we're not going to miss is this. This is the DHL flight to Houston. 777. We saw this arriving earlier in our broadcast. I think when it was we still had some daylight to see. This is the well regarded by me ketchup and mustard DHL livery.
Runway 3357, contact departure. Central aircraft arrival information 0, departure information takeoff Colonel 229.
And once again, this is going to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Worldwide Airport. Oh, look, they've lit up the tail for us. Isn't that nice?
Runway 3594, and after V-Park, runway 18 left, start takeoff.
V-Park 20 left, start takeoff on board the DF594.
American 1271, DFW Tower, traffic is on the way, runway 18 left, I'm Boeing.
Wait, on the way, American 3097.
American 3097, contact departure.
Departure
Envoy level 288 at Zulu, cross runway 18 right, and taxi via Charlie to the ramp. At Zulu, crossing right, Charlie to the ramp, envoy level 288. German cargo 466 heavy, deep 3 tower, Yankee Tower, runway 18 right, full short, runway 18 left. American 2427, hold short, runway 18 left at Whiskey Lima.
Hold short 1 left, Whiskey Lima, American 2427.
Corey Spence says that Mitar says the winds are out of the northwest. Wonder if they'll switch to north flow. And yeah, I was anticipating that. Let me look at the radar here to see if they've got anybody lined up down. Yeah, I think they may be getting ready to switch over. This may be one of the last flights to depart from the north side here. This is American 2071 to Querétaro in Mexico, Max 8. Yeah, I can feel the wind at my back now. And I did see that in the forecast in the 10 o'clock hour. It looked like the winds are about to do a 180 here. So we'll see what happens.
Ready for American 2071, Patrick Sport. Roger, American 2071.
Flyer KG has been a Twin Jet member of the channel for 8 months now. Thank you. Hello, Walt. Great DFW show as always. Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for being a supporter of the show. Brave Kumquat says Brisbane. The Brisbane bound flight is at gate A, is at A24. Oh, it is. What's it doing over there?
American 577, contact departure. American 577.
I didn't realize they sent international flights out from Terminal A. So let's see here. I think we're going to get a takeoff of this one. Once again, this is going to Houston. Well, unless it's taxiing down to the end of the runway for a north flow takeoff, that could be as well. I can't tell if it's on the taxiway or the runway. It looks like it's on the runway.
American Local 724, DFW Tower, Zulu cross runway 18 left, and runway 18 right, Charlie to the ramp.
Copy that, Zulu cross 18 left, clear cross 18 right, Charlie to the ramp, American 724, thank you much.
American 2427, cross runway 18 left, ground 85. Cross 18 left, ground 85, American 2427. We're at 193 at Alpha, cross the rate 18 left, and contact ground public cross South Bridge. Cross 18 left, point to South Bridge, 193. German cargo 466 heavy, contact departure today.
I do believe we've had some gifted memberships. And I'm going to be thanking Texas Girl for that. Thank you, Texas Girl, for the gift of 10 Runway DFW memberships. So we welcome our newest members, Susie Rivera, Russ Mann, Chris Ruby, Ryan. It's Jake from State Farm, like a good neighbor, Beastie, Lucy Fan, Etienne, Lisa Wesley, Pandaman Kush, and Cientinal. All new members of Runway DFW, thank you to our good buddy, Texas Girl, for those gifted memberships. Frontier Flight 4463 is off to Denver. That's an Airbus A320 with Kenai the beluga whale on the tail. I don't know if we'll be able to... I don't know how much of Kenai we'll be able to see. The Brisbane-bound American Flight 7 is crossing over to the west side for takeoff. Great to know. Janelle Meyer says, have a good night, everyone. Janelle, thank you for being a member of the channel, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Just a reminder, well, Texas Girl says Dreamliner in 10 minutes. Thank you, Texas Girl. Brave Kumquat says a 777 to London Heathrow is departing from Terminal D. There is Flight 7 to Brisbane. Just made it over the bridge. So we'll be seeing that take off soon. And here goes the Frontier Flight to Denver, Colorado. Oh, this is the the Frontier plane that didn't have its tail light on. I think we saw this come in earlier. How are we supposed to see the whale if your tail light's not on? And that was American Flight 2736 photobombing our look at the Frontier plane coming in from Fort Myers, Florida. Coming into focus, I think, is this UPS Airbus A300 going to Louisville, Flight 793. There's the flight to Brisbane. This plane is about to embark on an 8,300-mile journey down under. A flight that is expected to last more than 15 and a half hours in the sky. That's a long flight. There's the A300 getting detugged. Marco Hinton, channel member, says, has an Antonov AN-124 ever come to DFW lately? One came to Bush Intercontinental a few weeks ago. We see that aircraft here usually 2 or 3 times a year. I'm not always here to see it, but it does. We do see it on occasion. We've seen it here on Runway DFW twice over the years. CPA 919, Dreamliner lining up for West Side arrival. That plane was coming to us from Lima, Peru. Or somewhere in Peru, flight 9784. I think that might be a special flight, maybe carrying a hockey, not hockey, but a soccer team of some sort, maybe? I'm just guessing. That'll be here in about 2 minutes. Here is the Dreamliner that's bound for Brisbane. It's a route that American just started up, I believe it was last fall. Rich Carlisle with a hello from Indiana. Hello, Rich. Oh, CPA 919 says the Dreamliner coming from Grissom Air Force Base. So that is a special flight, a charter of some sort, I guess. So in our final minutes here, we've got several things going on. There's that A300, you can hear it on approach. So we're waiting on that. We're waiting on this. As we welcome Rickard Smith, our newest subscriber. And now we're going to swing around and get this special Dreamliner. When I say special, it's got a high flight number. And it's coming from an Air Force base, so flight 9784 from Grissom Air Force Base in, I believe that's in Indiana. Be curious to see where this alights, if it's going to a regular terminal, or if it's going to somewhere else.
GPS for the next 3 heavy, DFW down, whiskey Foxtrot, crossing road 18 right, hold short, runway 18 left.
So again, we don't know if it's a military charter or what. If it makes a right turn, it's going to the hangar area. If it makes a left turn, it's headed somewhere over to okay, so making a right turn, going over to the hangar. We're going to switch over here to say farewell to to the Brisbane-bound American Airlines Dreamliner Dash 9. And as you would expect, a plane making such a long flight is going to use up most of the runway. Heavily laden with fuel, passengers, and baggage. Okay, so here is that Dreamliner that came in. So Peru, I saw Peru. That's Peru, Indiana. Or is it pronounced Peru? I can't remember. I used to live in Indiana for a long time. They sometimes had, like here in Texas, sometimes they pronounce things a little differently.
American 9784.
Aviation Geek wishes American Airlines would paint all their planes in their old logos. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Rich Carlisle, who's in Indiana, says there is a paint facility at Grissom Air Force Base, so it just got repainted. Okay. Thank you for that information. It's hard to tell. So that plane came in most likely without passengers. What can we tell you about that plane? That plane is a 9-year-old plane. 7878 Dreamliner. So I guess if Rich is correct, I have no reason to think he's not, then that's what a new paint job looks like.
American 9784 Heavy, I need you moving. They're trying to close that piece of taxiway that you're on right now, so Charlotte to the ramp.
Remember, you're just with a $2 super chat. Where's this Dreamliner going to? Well, the one we're looking at now just came in from Grissom Air Force Base in Indiana, and the one that just went out was going to Brisbane, Australia. So that accounts for the last 2 Dreamliners we've seen. And this one looks like it's headed over to the American hangar area here on the west side. So we're just seeing if we can get enough light on it to see if we can see. I don't see anything different. Doesn't look like they've changed anything about their paint job. I can't tell. I don't think so. But that's about all of it we're going to see.
GPS 793 Heavy. RNAS to be approximately 18 left for city.
Emery with a good night. Good night, Emery. Thank you so much for all of your support of the channel and for being a member as well. Have a good night. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Brave Kumquat says 777 to Heathrow, headed over to the east side for takeoff. And yeah, it's already gotten over there. But what we do have is the A300 going to Louisville. Flight 793, UPS. That's it there.
American 1243, contact port, please. team 89, cross runway 18 left to Whiskey Lima, ground 185.
Cross 18 left, Whiskey Lima to ground, American 1489.
185, Whiskey Mike, cross runway 18 left to contact ground 185. American 3185.
Wait, sir.
American 3185, Whiskey Mike, cross runway 18 left to ground 185.
Whiskey Mike, cross 18 left, 185 on the other side, American.
So the wind here is just about calm, although the prediction is, the forecast is that it's going to switch over to a north wind here within the next few minutes. And I don't see anything of note about to come in. I don't see anything of note about to depart, at least in the near term. So what that means for us here at Runway DFW is that I think we're going to sign off for the night. And one reason for that is because we'll be coming at you again in about 12 and a half hours from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport for our Saturday stream. So, that being said, you know what that music means. That means we're about to say good night, bid you adieu from DFW International Airport. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, for participating in the chat if you did, for subscribing to the channel, for liking our stream, all that stuff. Once again, we'll be on the air, scheduled to be on the air at 11 o'clock Central Time Saturday, tomorrow. So not too long from now, we'll be talking to you again. Thanks once again to our incredible channel sponsor, James Webb, with another incredible super chat. Thank you again to our Runway DFW Moderation Federation out in force tonight to make sure that you have a very enjoyable chat experience. Thanks again to our members, to our subscribers, to our likers, and to anybody who might have just popped in and watched and said, hey, maybe I'll watch that again sometime. So think about it. Set your notification bell, and we'll be back in about 12 and a half hours with more from Runway DFW. Happy contrails to you until we meet again. You know what I forgot to mention? That we're on the cusp now of Chatstravaganza, when you get to chat amongst yourselves while you watch me pack up. Exciting, I know, but we'll play some music to make it interesting. And that's coming up in just a moment or two here on the channel, so stay tuned for Chatstravaganza.
Worldwide Radio.
Alright, so we're, as you can see, I'm not quite finished packing things up yet, but as always, when it gets to this point, there's, when I start unplugging stuff, that means you don't see anything anymore. So we will say goodnight to you now. We'll be back here from DFW International Airport in just about 12 hours. So wish us luck, and we'll see you tomorrow if you can make it. If not, we'll see you next time on Runway DFW. Thanks for watching.
And promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufel speaking.
You know, this was our Welcome to Spring broadcast, and I don't think I ever once mentioned that this is the first full day of spring. So, there you go. See you tomorrow.